What is going on, y'all? It is your man Ballican 2 back on the Blacktop with another episode of Blacktop Shotters, where we bring you financial freedom and gaming news straight from the streets. So I'm sure you already see what's in front of you, and you see games up there. You see simulator. And what I'm showing you is a portfolio that taught us how to pick stocks, or it helped us to learn how to pick and invest our money, take that investing strategy into our own hands. What you're going to see today is how you can go ahead and practice this too. If you're a beginner, you want to get into stock trading, and you just don't feel like you want to risk your money, you don't have to. This is a way where you can do that, and I always recommend that people do this. And just to show you that we're not playing no games, you can see what our account value is. You might say, well, they could have gave you $1 million, or even 500 million, and you lost it all. How do we know? Well, the game starts off with $100,000, and I'll show you what we're talking about. And we were able to grow it over time up to this 3 million. So we're going to show you how to do that. Out of 172,000 players, we're 390th, and you can see we've been playing since 2016. Actually, we've been playing since 2014, but one of our games got erased, and you'll see that in a second. But you'll get to see some of our holdings. Just looking, Apple, the staples, nothing crazy. Amazon, Broadcom, Alibaba, Costco. But what you need to really focus on is this right column where you see the total gains and losses. So you get to see what we came up on, like bets like Alibaba, which has gotten crushed recently. But if you know, and if you got a chance to purchase it back when it was $17, it doesn't matter. You still are making a killing. You can sit and hold on to that. But you can see others over here like Google, of course, over 100,000 in Microsoft, Nibiru. We call it Nibiru, but it's Nabiru. It's oil industry. Netflix, look at that. Nvidia, just monster moves over a nice period of time. So we're going to show you how to get on into this. We don't want to take too much of your time explaining this. How do you get involved? Number one, if you want to play this game, go to Investopedia.com, and I suggest anybody go on there anyway, just to learn about investing terms and services, and just so you can be financially literate. So you don't be walking around talking about stuff and don't even know what you're talking about, okay? So get into Investopedia. What we are going to do is attempt to start a new game. So let's see, we're just going to go to games here. Let's go to join a game. And we are going to take you through this step by step. And we're going to do 2021, in because it's the most recent start date that we can see here that's ran by Investopedia. So let's go ahead and join this. 176,000 players, similar to what we just got off of. And let's just see. So there we go. We're getting 100,000 to start with. So just say you just quit your job today, and you just had $100,000 in cash, and you just said, well, I just wanted to live off the fat of the land and just do my thing. How could I do that? Let's see if we can go ahead and do that. So we are about to go ahead and join this game. This is just showing you some of the game rules, margin, short, options, trading, all this type of stuff that you don't need to worry about right now. Okay, you need just the basics. So we are going to confirm our joining, and look at that, we got $100,000 just to go ahead and start picking stuff up. So hopefully you have a strategy, and if not a strategy, maybe at least a watch list of some stocks that you might be thinking about picking up. So what we are going to do is pull our watch list out and start getting into some names right away. So this is how you're going to break this down. Number one, you got $100,000. You're not going to just put it all on one bet, or you could do that if you had that type of insight, but I wouldn't suggest that. You want to diversify this up in there. What do I mean by that? So what we are going to do is we are going to take 10% of our earnings to start a 50% position. We're going to take 10% of our total to start a 50% position. What does that mean? I'm about to show you right now. So we got 100,000. One of the first ones I'm going to look for on our watch list for the day is let's just go ahead and do let's do Costco. I think that's a good one. So, very, very strong earnings. It's about to blow them out the water when they come up pretty soon. It's been running pretty smoothly. It's a stable, for the most part, it's a stable stock. So you can see it had a little dip here, and it has been now running up the right side of it hasn't really formed a base because it's been going so hard this year. I think this is over a year. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some Costco. And you might say, well, what do you mean this, you're gonna take 10% to start a 50% position? So 10% of 100,000 is 10,000, right? We want to end up with 5 positions, but in the beginning, we're going to start with roughly 5 to 10 positions. Starting off with no more than $10,000 in each position. A position is just a stock, okay? A stock that you hold. So we're about to enter into a position in Costco. So we need to get to 10,000. How much is it right now? 508, so roughly $500. You need to get to 10,000. That's around 20. We'll just put 19 and see what it comes up to. Okay. That's going to be the market. Whenever it opens up, it's going to charge us this amount, which might be different than what you see here, and just for that day. So let's go ahead and, let's just make it around 20. I'm not sure if it's going to show us a preview or not. Let's see. That is close enough. I'm cool with that. I like nice round numbers. 20 shares of Costco. We're just going to submit that order. Okay, so they're going to confirm it, and then we'll continue to run with it. But let's go back to our portfolio. Okay, let's see if we can get to the right portfolio. Okay, this is us. It doesn't show up yet, but once it makes that purchase, it is going to reveal that you have $10,000 worth of shares in Costco. Okay, so just a nice little beginning. Like I said, nothing crazy. We're going to take you through this step by step. So don't try to rush in, throw all your money at everything in one day. You want to creep, let the market pull you in. Don't try to jump in the deep end. You slowly dip a foot in and it starts getting warmer and warmer, and then you start sliding on in and start feeling good. And you're just like, okay, let me just immerse my whole body in here. This is what we're trying to do. Let it pull you in. Don't rush. So, like I said, you just entered into a $10,000 position. Now, what does this mean for you? Let's just say you want to, in real life, do this. You only have $1,000. Since fractional trading is now available, you can do this easily, because all you got to do is say, I have $1,000. I'm going to take 10% of that, okay, which is $100. Now I'm going to invest that $100 to start a position in Costco. So I'm just going to buy $100 worth of fractional shares in Costco. All I have to invest is $1,000. That is my 10%. We're going to start with that one. So you can do that tomorrow. You can do that right now if you felt like doing it. We're doing it here because they gave us this amount. And plus, we have to pretend like we're going to live off of this, right? Matter of fact, we're about to stop pretending pretty soon. We're about to act really real. We have $100,000. What are we going to do? Okay. You can invest it for your life and see where you come out. So that's what we're about to do. Invest it for your life. We just got into a position in Costco, a little 10% position. We just wanted to show you how to get up in here. Like I said, the 2021 no end game on Investopedia, where you get to trade stocks using money. Real stock moves, okay? Real stock pricing, charts, estimations, but fake money. But you have to get your psychology right. You got to start thinking, what if that money was on the line? And it will affect you. Believe me. They might say, there's no way you can learn how to play in the NBA unless you have played against the best. You got to play against the best to be the best. And that is true. But you got to start somewhere. Nobody who just left practice started playing in the NBA the next day. So that's what we want to talk to you about. Look at that, right on time. So we will catch y'all on the next episode right here on the Blacktop with another episode of Blacktop Shotters, where we talk about financial freedom and gaming news straight from the streets. So come and join this game that we just told you about, and you're going to get to follow us through this journey. Okay? hopefully you can play along too. So drop some comments below. Let us know what you think. Are you playing this game? Do you have some in real life? What are you doing with your stocks? Okay, let us know. So without any further ado, we will catch y'all. Ooh, break hard too. On the rebound. Peace.